let's date this video. George Bush Jr., the U.S. president, has just entered his second term in office.
What? What? George Bush Jr.?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought it was 2018, current year.
No, it's in 2004. Trust me.
Okay. Are you talking about when this game was released, or?
No, I'm just messing around.
You're just messing around. So I haven't stepped into some weird time distortion.
You have, but that's beside the point.
Right, of course, because YouTube existed in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Next, you'll tell me it did. I know it was around 2006. Very late 2006. What, not going for speedrun strats? Are you actually going to fail the Piantissimo race?
I highly doubt it.
No, you had plenty of time to spare. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, speedrunners call this an auto-scroller. It does require a bit more effort than that. But not much more.
Well, auto-scrollers all require effort. You just have to win. That's all you have to do, but it goes at a set pace.
And did you know, underneath Il Piantissimo's mask is... George Bush Jr.
Yep. You can just barely see it out of the corner.
He's got George Bush Jr.'s iconic beard.
Yep.
22 shines. So, are you going to go for any complicated strats? Are you going to try Honey Skip?
I don't know what you mean by honey skip.
Honey Skip is where you clip into a building to skip the cutscene with the Bowser sub.
Oh no, this is long before that thing was discovered.
Red coins in the coral reef. I wonder how long this is going to take you.
I don't recall.
These are some very annoying red coins.
Yes and no. I don't usually have too much trouble with them.
Well,
but you never know. I mean, this is a recording.
Screw you then. I always have problems with them. It just goes to show the difference between our abilities. You see, you know.
It goes to show the difference between
Sunshine God, and I'm the peasant.
No, it shows the difference between how much less of a life I have than you.
Okay, sure. I'm not going to fight that one, because that was sort of a backwards compliment, and I'll take that. And if you look at this reef from above, it's actually shaped like the Rareware logo. No, wait, that's Donkey Kong Country Returns, I believe.
I don't know what you mean.
In the options menu of Donkey Kong Country Returns, there's a coral reef, and it's shaped in the shape of the old Rareware logo.
Let's
apparently.
Look. First, we have to wait for the 3DS to load.
Oh, you're checking it right now. You're going to prove me wrong, and I'm going to feel really stupid. I'm convinced. I'm convinced that it was shaped in the shape of the Rareware logo. Maybe it was the Wii version, just covering my tracks.
Oh no, it is like that.
Aha! Video game trivia 1, my life 0. Oh, my latest video to help date the Team Crash commentaries once again. My latest video is getting a lot of activity and attention.
Of course, it's the first good news we've had in a long time.
Yes, it's very good news.
And also the announcement of Metal Wolf Chaos finally getting a Western release.
Yeah, the great news that Donald Trump has got his second term in office. Wait, no. The news that that JoJo Part 5 is getting an anime adaptation. Oh, yeah.
Yep. I really like Part 4. I mean, I honestly didn't care much for JoJo until Part 4.
Now, you see, I love Part 1, absolutely love Part 2, and love wanna marry Part 3. Part 4 was a bit... I don't know, I liked that Part 4 was very self-contained, but at the same time, I didn't like that Part 4 was the first time the sort of globe-trotting nature of JoJo slipped away. Like, JoJo 1, 2, and 3, there was lots of different scenery, like they would move around and go to different places. Part 4 was very much one town.
Part 3 was mostly desert.
Well, yeah, but Part 3... Part 2 of Part 3 was mostly desert. But you got to consider, like, Part 1, they went everywhere from Egypt to wherever. And then, like, Part 2, you've got didn't he go to, like, Rome and Greece and all that shit? So, like,
yeah,
there was
in
more...
Part 2, they went across the world and during World War II era.
Yeah, and then Part 3 was all over the place, too. Like, Part 4 was more self-contained. That worked with the story that Araki was trying to tell, but at the same time, I miss that globe-trotting nature. Like, even...
As I say, Part 4, there's bizarre, and there's excessive amounts of bizarre, but not so much adventure.
Yeah. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I like the story it's trying to tell, and the idea that in your small little pocket of nowhere, there could be any number of serial killers, criminals, harassers, the whole lot, all living in your one
People with the most deranged fetishes.
Yeah, I liked that was the theme they went with for JoJo 4. Like, the idea of there could be someone dangerous in your neighborhood. Like, that was, like, that core idea behind JoJo 4, and I like that, but...
Yeah, it's, like, deeply rooted in realism at the same time that there's all this weird crap going on.
Yeah, one could say that even though it's perhaps the most bizarre part, it's also the one most...
It's home most.
Yeah, most tied in reality. in a weird way, one could say it is the most real, yet the most unrealistic JoJo at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad about Part 5 getting an anime adaptation, because I've deliberately steered clear of all of it. I haven't read the manga. I don't want to read the manga. I want the anime to tell me the story. That's kind of why I waited. You are having so much trouble with Shadow Mario here.
Yeah, sometimes Shadow Mario gives me a lot of guff. I'm not the best at downing him.
God, this game is just so lazy in its execution. It's like every world has a chase the AI Mario mission.
That wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the fact that you have to clear him. As much as I love this game, I mean, I do have issues with the fact that your shine count really doesn't matter, like your star count. Mario 64.
As you said in one of the earlier parts, it has all been edited now, but it isn't up on the channel yet. But as you've said before, yes, the amount of shines you get ultimately doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you could say the same goes for Super Mario 64, but in Super Mario 64 there were doors and gates that blocked you off at certain numbers of stars, and you don't really get that here, aside from levels opening after a certain number of shines.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't
the Shadow
really...
Marios to unlock Corona Mountain.
Yeah, but in this game, it almost doesn't matter because you unlock everything, I think, by like 20 shines anyway.
Yeah.
And since you just need to do every level until you have defeated Shadow Mario in the first place, there's really just no real reason to have to go after all these extra shines.
I think if Nintendo did do a reboot or remake of this game of some kind, or a remaster, I would hope that they would adjust the way the game progression works, at least somewhat.
I don't know if they actually would do that, but I'd hope that they'd make blue coin hunting a lot easier.
Make it so they appear on every single shine.
Yeah, and 100 coin shines as well. Like, make sure that 100 coin shines, at least make 100 coins inside of each stage, because it's rather annoying when you get 97 coins and there's not a single coin more in the level.
Yeah.
That's happened to me a good few times, and it royally ticks me off.
Now, even though Nintendo probably won't fix that, the excellent hacker Kaze Emmanuel is working on a demake of Super Mario Sunshine in Super Mario 64's engine. So at the very least, he can fix these problems, even if Nintendo seems opposed to doing so.
Yeah.
And I love Kaze's work. I've played other stuff that he's made before. I played his Doki Doki Literature Club themed Super Mario 64 mod. That was an experience. I never thought I would be dating enemies in Super Mario 64 and bribing them with power stars, but that was the thing that happened.
Oh, look, plot.
Oh, look, unskippable cutscenes.
Oh, you can skip it.
You just have to perform an elaborate glitch.
Yep.
This kind of sums up Super Mario Sunshine in its entirety, actually. It's one elaborate glitch.
I honestly love that there are all these glitches in the game, because glitches are like the secret compartment of a toy you never knew you had.
There's a lot of joy out of getting functionality out of something that wasn't intended, and in video games I find that more than anything else. Like, with a little bit of tweaking you can do pretty much anything, provided the game engine allows it. That's why glitch hunting is so much fun. I remember playing a game called Damnation. It was a third-person shooter. It was sort of like... It was trying to go for, like, space cowboy, futuristic but Wild West kind of theme. It was trying to be Uncharted, but at the same time trying to be its own thing. And that game had such buggy collision that I used to just throw myself at walls and buildings because I knew I could clip through. And that was the most fun part about playing Damnation, was just glitching through the walls, to the point where the game was so boring I found my own fun. And I guess the same could be said for a game like Sunshine. After you've played it a few times, you find your own fun by using all the glitches.
Yeah. Though I find the most fun to be had with Sunshine is honestly getting gooder at the thing. Just movement, as well as finding all these glitches to be able to skip things and do things.
The movement is so good in this game. Like, it's still, to me, the best Mario has ever felt in terms of mechanics to me. Like, Mario 64 feels good, but
not to me.
Sunshine is in a whole different realm. And I guess Odyssey Mario feels good, but Cappy makes things a bit too confusing for me. Like, all the extra Cappy functionality is...
Yeah. And Mario doesn't really feel like you can really jump that well inside of Galaxy, honestly.
And it's of course, 3D World and Odyssey are built off essentially Galaxy's control framework, so it sort of permeates through into the other games.
Yeah.
Oh, It's Baby Bowser. But Peach isn't really Baby Bowser's mummy. Shigeru Miyamoto is Baby Bowser's mummy.
Yep.
Sorry, we're not allowed to call him Baby Bowser. Apparently that's a different character, according to the Mario Wiki. We have to call him Bowser Jr.
Yep.
Baby Bowser is the younger form of Bowser, essentially. But then, you know, Baby Bowser can exist at the same time as regular Mario, and Baby Mario and regular Mario can exist in the same games, and now my head hurts.
And then there's Yoshi's New Island, which has both Baby Bowser and Adult Bowser, and Adult Mario and Baby Mario, and other things that just seem to be there only for the heck of it.
They were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they never stopped to think whether or not they should.
I don't think they cared about whether they could or not. They just had these assets on hand from ripping models from New Super Mario Bros. That they decided to just use it anyway.
I could understand if maybe they made it like a alternate universe boss battle, like a what if, but chucking it in the game and treating it as part of the main game brings in so many canonical questions.
It's not so much that they chucked it in, it's that it was written in like suddenly Vegeta.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Like literally, I have that picture on random access that I took. That is literally what the scene says. Right there.
Suddenly, Bowser!
Yeah, suddenly, Bowser leapt through space and time to fight you! And I'm just like, what?
Well, at least they got an explanation through space and time.
You can say that Vegeta leapt through space and time. Just...
Well, I can believe it, because Dragon Ball Z is a sci-fi. So that's perfectly acceptable and believable.
The beach cannon's secret.
Do you go for Mole Skip?
No.
Ah. You're no fun. I'm gonna go watch Swordless Link instead.
That way you can hear him complain about how this isn't Mario 64.
Yeah, actually, change of plans. I'm not going to watch Swordless Link. Looks like maybe you were trying to do? Oh wait, no, you were getting all the bob-ombs together.
I don't remember if I ever actually try. I think I knew the trick existed, but
You did it!
Oh, I did do it. I don't recall doing it.
You did Mole Skip! That's awesome, man.
I totally recorded this. Yes.
And it took you less tries.
I don't recall ever doing Mole Skip before.
It took you less tries than it took Swordless Link as well. So
it's because Swordless Link was trying to do a fancy faraway flip.
Yeah.
Whereas I was just trying to bait them all.
that
I'm serious. I don't recall ever.
That was really pleasantly surprising. Thank you for doing Mole Skip.
You're welcome.
You better not try to do like a turn around this corner on your belly, because...
No, I'm just gonna walk off. You never know what you're gonna get here at TCC.
Yeah, you completely forget even, wow, things that you've managed to do.
Mm-hmm.
These recordings are old, as we have said multiple times. So it's very easy for you to forget what you've done. Besides, you've been to sleep since then.
Yeah, pretty much. I blame my parents' television.
Oh yeah, of course, Boom da boom da 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 dum dum. This is the best part of Super Mario 64 DS, this music.
Did they put this music in 64?
Yeah, it was in some of the minigames. I think it was in Trampoline Time and maybe a couple of the others.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to play through that game again.
I have it on cartridge.
I did Super Mario 64 in 2016. Maybe it's about time I did Super Mario 64 DS.
To get all those 5-year-old kids.
Oh dear! Oh
chat.
dear! You're really... Ow! Wow, that was kind of dangerous there.
What? Getting the 1-up?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, kind of dangerous, kind of.
Well, maybe if you suck, but I don't. Which is really strange how they put these extra lives. They put these extra lives in places where you have to get good to get at them. But if you're good, you don't need them.
Or if you don't have delay on your parents' television, you don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
Whee! Mario's lazy. He could just swim over there.
It'll take him a while, though. You try swimming across the ocean.
If I could swim, I would swim.